Hey, so today I'm going to show you how to do upper body in the kneeling position on reformer. All right, so let's go. Here we are. I'm going to be on one red spring on the knees here. And this is called a side series, called side kneeling series. Again, I'm going to pick up the front strap. Again, I'm on one red spring, which is what I meant to say. Sorry about that. So there's a lot of different exercises here, and the object of the game, okay, is to squeeze the stomach in, not like a pelvic thrust, but just kind of hug it in really firmly and rotate through the thoracic spine, so right near the rib cage, okay? So first is side twist kneeling, and your arms are in a circle, and you're gonna rotate with that circle. So a lot of times when people do this, they yank the strap across and the circle becomes like an oval. All right, so that's a lot of arm, which is great, but you want to get your core. All right, so look at your fist, arms in a circle at shoulder height, and 5 times now, once you exhale, breathe in, breathe out, 4, breathe in, breathe out, 3, inhale, exhale, 2, and last 1. Good. Now, outside hand on your hip, left arm up, you're going to bring it down toward the other hand, bring your elbow back and behind you a little bit. So in Pilates school, we described this one as sword in the pocket, okay? So you've got to bring the elbow back, but behind you a little bit so as to get that long sword in a diagonal line right out of the pocket. So just imagine that, put it in, bring it out, breathe in, breathe out. And as you can tell, this is an exercise where so good for like to prevent frozen shoulder, right? Because the shoulder works in all different ways. It's like protraction, retraction, and then it's elevate, depress, and then it's internal and external rotation. So there's just so many different exercises. I think there's like something like 27 muscles in and around the scapula in and of itself. So you gotta really keep mobility in the shoulders, okay? Now this one is internal rotation, but it's a little bicep as well. Straight arm kind of pulls across, 5, 4, and again, you're exhaling when you're pulling it across, 2, and 1. Okay, internal rotation with the bent arm, so elbow tightly, and you just bring that forearm across. Now, if you were to get like rotator cuff surgery, okay, these are the same exact exercises, or a lot of them, very similar, that they would send you home with like a flex band, and they'd be like, okay, just do these exercises with a flex band. The biggest difference with reformer is, of course, you're on this moving platform. So your core is activating every single time, okay? Now this next one is a reach across at shoulder height. This is challenging for everybody. No, I don't care like what fitness level you're at. So I always suggest bring the elbow back, right? Your hips stay forward, but see how I'm kind of squeezing this in? And I'm gonna go all the way across. All right, so if you follow the gaze of the hand, right, really good for your neck. How about 2 more here? So reach across, reach across. Okay, now we're gonna switch hands and use the same strap on the outside hand. First, what we're gonna do is external rotation. So this hand's on the hip now, and your forearm is across the body. So keep the forearm horizontal, okay? And what you're gonna do is elbow tightly, you're gonna bring that forearm across. Now, trying to keep my shoulders and my chest forward while I pull this open. This is really hard. It's a lot of oblique. A lot of times what we can do is put like the fingertips underneath your elbow to make sure your elbow doesn't move. Or you can, sometimes in a Pilates studio, you might have like a little pad. But anyway, just try to kind of open this up. 5, external rotation. 4, never gets easier. 3, breathe in, breathe out. 2, and and last one. Now grab the strap with the outside arm. This is the opposite to sword in the pocket. I always describe this one as self-defense, okay? So you're gonna come like, oh, just think about like someone's coming up behind you and you're gonna elbow them behind you. Again, across the body, but behind a little bit, okay? So here we go. It's up and back. 5, breathe in, breathe out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, there's a progression of that called the backhand. Pretty challenging, so if you want to try it, great, but you gotta be up here. You gotta put it in your mind a little bit, okay? So you pull your elbow out, and then you punch. All right, it's like the backhand in tennis. So 5 times. Elbow, punch. 4. Breathe out. 3. Breathe in, breathe out. 2. And last one. Now, arm is gonna come. Remember how we had this arm straight in, little bicep? Now we're just gonna do a little bit of tricep. Now, this is a really hard area of the arm to tone, right? The outside of the arm. You can do this. See how my palm is like away from me? You can do this with palm in, but I prefer to bring my palm out because it's a little easier. I prefer it that way, just so you know, okay? Now, whenever you do side series on reformer, you do one side and you turn around and you try the other side, okay? So that would look like this. I'm just kneeling on neutral spine. I'm going to squeeze my stomach in and side twist kneeling this way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, remember what we did last time? It's elbow comes in, internal rotation. So it's 5, 4, trying to keep the body straight. 2, and 1. Sword in the pocket. So it's up and down. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and out. And then slight bend in the elbow for bicep toning. Comes across 5, 4, 3, chin up, 2, and 1. Elbow up, palm down, reach across 5. Breathe in, breathe out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, external rotation. This one was really hard. Remember, if you put your fingertips underneath your elbow. So you're going to open up the forearm. A lot of oblique here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're at self-defense. Remember this one? Huh. Elbow, back. Here we go. Elbow, back. 5, 4, scraping the chest. 2, and then we can turn it into the backhand. So it's 5, follow the gaze. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then last but not least, straight arm back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. So there you have it, the side kneeling series. I used to try to do that, I don't know, once a week or once every other week, just to kind of, your arms will get toned, but also you're gonna, again, get that nice, healthy twisting rotation motion through the thoracic and not at the lower back. All right? Remember, rotation, okay? And lateral flexion or side bending is always from the mid back, and lower back is for forward fold, okay? All right, take it from me. Remember that. That's like one little thing that you can keep for the rest of your life. Like, Rotate. When you drop your phone in your car, you're gonna rotate, look behind you with the thoracic or the mid back, not your lower back, okay? Twisting at lower back, bad, not a great idea, believe me. I've done that 100 times and I had some back issues because of that. So again, rotate, side bend or lateral flexion, okay? And then forward fold lower back. You want to bend the knees, of course, to protect the back and slide your hands down and a nice forward fold and come all the way back up. Voila. Have a great day and thanks for tuning in. Bye.